You must behave. They're taking pictures of us. What do you say about that? You've got your best scarf on. You only have eyes for that croissant, hey? That's all you want. It's not good for your figure, all. Yeah, it's wonderful. The Bushmen in the Kalahari talk about the two hungers. There's the great hunger and there's the little hunger. The little hunger wants food for the belly, but the great hunger, the greatest hunger of all, is the hunger for meaning. Wait, Ollie. There is nothing wrong in searching for happiness, but of far more comfort to the soul is something greater than happiness. And that is meaning, because meaning transfigures all. Once what you are doing has meaning for you, you are content. You are not alone in your spirit, and you belong. You know, I've always felt the odd one out. I'm adopted. I really don't know my biological people. So as a very small child boy, I knew that, you know, I didn't belong in a sense, yeah. And so somebody didn't want you and you were given away 5 times. You feel lost. You can look in various directions to try and fill the hole, but you will never get enough of that which does not satisfy. I have tried many roads, and they never satisfied. But there was a little flame, and every now and so often I'd revisit that little flame and nurture that little flame burning inside of your heart. Because that is this resource within inside of you that says there's more than my circumstances. There's more than what my circumstances dictated. I'm not the product of a man and a woman getting together and making a mistake. There's something in me much bigger than that. Even though I had no say where I was born into, I have every say where I end up in life. And that's just that discovery of hope and inspiration in your own heart. That light in your heart that you've discovered through your own life journey, it's not so that you can have a little light burning, it's so that you can light other people's light. To me, the only thing that does give meaning in my life is being of value to somebody else. It's to find the sense of abandonment out there, the sense of rejection. To find somebody who is hopeless and then bring them to a place of seeing a little bit of light. The differentness of what I felt myself to be manifested in what I came to do. Identifying kids with sparkle in their eyes, young people out there looking for a way out of poverty, and nurture them towards self-support. They have that desire to live in a better world than the one that they were born into. Often I used to say to the kids, "You're so much more than meet the eye. Where's your hope?" That is your passport out of it. When you see hope with your own eyes, nobody can talk you out of it. That makes a way for you. And I've seen that against the facts, against overwhelming despair, a spark of hope. And when you look again, a child has emerged as a PhD student from a squatter hut, or a nurse or a teacher, and they've taken their whole family with them. For so many people, it's all about survival. You just look at your own life and you just see how incredibly fortunate you are, and how can you not, with what you have, want to do something about that incredibly nice young person's life. Can you imagine if people who have a bit more than others, if they can identify somebody less fortunate and steering them to a place of hope? It doesn't have to be a big thing. Most of the things that happen are really small things. They have a kind word, they have opportunities, and they can just take a person and steer that person towards that. Get your eyes off yourself and your own needs and just get involved with people. Changes your world. And I think it's such a secret to life. It's to live for other people. Look at other people with eyes of non-judgment. Rather stand in awe of what people have had to carry, rather than standing in judgment as to how they carry it. When you know people, you start understanding why they do what they do. And in the understanding of that, what made them to be what they are and who they are, the judgment goes, and there's a kinship. It will be good people that will turn the tide, not the politicians, not the leaders of the world. It will be the good people that wake up goodness in each other. If you can ignite enough hearts around you, it does its own work. And that's the amazing thing about critical mass. If a certain amount of things get into line, miracles take over. I love that saying of Arch Tutu that he always quotes, where he says, "I'm not an eternal optimist, but I am addicted to hope."
Thanks to all of you who helped make this film possible. All of our films are totally crowdfunded. So if you'd like to continue to support us on our journey, check out our Green Renaissance page on Patreon.